you see him running into like, further in, and he kind of stops, and the dragon catches up to him. What do you do?
Um,
Actually, I don't know why that
I'll
song's playing.
just
That's the wrong song that's playing. Oh, sadness. There we go. What are you saying? What are you gonna do? He stops right
just be
there.
like, Marco, I'm so sorry. I know you were close to Cypher, but I'm I can see that he lives on in you. Your brightness, your aptitude for magic, your kindness.
He says to you,
Uh, is something gonna happen to you too?
I promise you I will do my best to not let that happen. But honestly, I think you're the one who is the most uh closest to keeping this village safe than all of us. I
But
think
you keep going out with them every single time, and what if something happens to you too?
I'll do my best to try to not let that happen. I haven't gotten hurt, thankfully, uh, very much, and I'm always careful. And thanks to the powerful magic that we both know, I can pretty much be out of the way of danger most of the time. Don't want to worry you, but we'll be out of these dangerous times soon. And I'll approach him.
Uh, I don't know. It just feels like every time there's always something. I keep losing another friend I try to make. Does this happen all the time to adventurers?
You adventure doesn't necessarily need to mean going to dangerous places all the time. Venturing also learning how to take a part of yourself and give it to helping others um, in their times of need. I mean, we have a pretty peaceful life here at the village, but the more that we share that peace around the world, I think that's what makes everything worth it. And Cypher himself contributed a lot to helping protect the village and other towns as well.
I see. Well, just don't let anything happen to you.
Promise
I
I'll take every care I can to let that not happen.
you see that he kind of looks up at you and he gives you a half smile. He says to you,
did you see when it happened to Cypher?
Unfortunately, I didn't see it. Grizz had told me to hide in the bushes, and he went back himself.
So Grizzly knows what happened.
I think so.
I see. Well, I'm not gonna ask him, but I don't know. It just sounds like every time I meet someone new, they just pass on.
I think there's a lot of dangers that were um looming in the pretty sorry, let me think. I think there have been a lot of dangers that have been swirling around our village lately, and thankfully a lot of those have been extinguished. But sometimes it does cost. There is a price to pay. And I think Cypher probably thought of you as he was facing those dangers. And, you brought some light to his life by meeting him. And I think that's what matters.
At this time, he looks down and... Alora, you begin to hear something. And you see... It looks over in the far end of the forest around here. Something starts to get bright and bright. And you hear the sound of hooves. You hear
Marco,
horse.
I think we have to hide. There's someone coming. Can you tell your little friend to come with us?
Marco looks up at you and he nods his head. You see Libby running out of breath.
And I'll
Oh,
look back
it
at her and
found
be
them.
like, shh,
Whoa,
with my finger. I
Okay.
love you.
She like quickly shushes up. She doesn't know what's
All
going
right.
on, so
There's not
yeah.
enough time to go back to the cave, right? So we can hide
No,
in these bushes.
it literally, yeah, it literally looks like somebody's about to come there. So basically, like, he tells the dragon to, go there. What about Libby? What are you telling Libby? She's like,
Libby, stay out of sight.
she looks left and right and she sees something glowing coming and she tries to hide. And as you see what's coming, you see it looks like a person on a horse. And every time the horse is walking, you start to see some flames light up from the grass. And as it goes a little bit closer, he's like burning brightly on fire. And you see a person in knight's armor with no head. Who looks like this.
I'll hold Marco a little bit closer and be like, or I won't make a sound, but I'll just be like, holding both Marco and the baby dragon closer.
Give me
Oh,
a stealth check.
oh, okay. Whew.
Pretty good. What does he get?
Uh-oh. No.
Wow.
Let's see what Marco gets.
No. Not 20 again.
Oh, let's hope. Oh!
Oh my god.
So he moves along and you see that every time, once again, he leaves like a trail of fire leaving behind, like small embers trail off the grass. Let's see what Libby gets.
No. But she's so far.
She is.
Advantage. No.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh shit, she about to die.
You see that you hear something in the bush, a branch sort of breaks. And the horse looks over. The Dullahan jumps over and begins to slowly walk over, and you hear the dragon starts to growl a little bit. And he looks over at Libby, and it looks like he's about to throw something over there as a fire burns from his hand, and he is about to throw it to the bushes. What are you going to do?
Can I counter spell that?
It is not a spell.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
It's yeah. You have first stop. You know you have first shot. He'd be taken by surprise.
All right. I'll cast. Let's see. Tasha's Mind Whip? Maybe? On him?
Sure thing. Go for it.
Ooh. Oh, or maybe suggestion? And like, there's nothing here. The little hen, does it count as a creature?
You can do it to him. He's a creature. He's not an
Okay.
object. Yeah.
All right. Can I try to sneak a little closer and?
If you're trying to get closer, that's gonna. Well, yeah, I could say you could do it. Yeah. You could do it. You got that. You passed. As long as you're not out in the open.
All right.
As long as you can,
Like-
yeah, sneak in a bush.
Oops. Still in the bush.
Yeah.
All right. I'll cast suggestion. Be like, there's nothing here. Move on.
All right.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Let's
Move along.
see what he gets.
Oh. Please.
Your assault hits his mind. He begins to look down at the horse, and he looks back up. And he uses a legendary resistance.
What?
He looks over, and you hear a voice that says,
That was a nice attempt, girl. I see you.
Do I have anything that can override? Well, I mean, it's already happened, but all right.
he says to you,
How do you want to die?
I don't think today is my day to die.
and when you say that, you hear a voice that says to you, Alora,
Today is not your day to die.
Oh.
and you see the Dullahan look south as you see this knight on a horse. He holds out his hand, and you see this flaming gold sword. And he points it at this thing, and he says to the Dullahan,
When did you come back? Let's just say someone gave in to the bow. Surprised to see you here. Now then,
I feel like OP Grams. I just kidding.
you see he holds onto the sword, and he looks at you, Alora, and he says,
run. Take the dragon and get out of here. And the boy, and the girl. Descendant of John Starfire, leave this.
Does his horse have jewels on it? Because I remember I took some notes about a jeweled horse. Ooh.
no, this horse doesn't have jewels on
okay.
it, but yeah.
My
Only
grandpa helped.
only
fight.
Grizzly has seen this but he does say to you,
This man is an enemy of your ancestor, your grandfather.
he looks
I'm very
over.
indebted to you.
Yeah, so you see
Oops.
what's it called? Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Let me just configure something. So he looks at you and he says,
This man served my brother, who is also the enemy of me and your grandfather, Jander Sunstar. Leave now, girl.
You're always coming to our aid. Thank you so much, sir. Oh,
The-
what may I call you?
he says to you,
It doesn't matter my name. Leave now. You do
Thank
not want
you.
this one to know you're.
Sorry. go
Just
ahead.
leave.
nah, he's telling you to get out right now.
All right.
And you see
And
the
I'll motion to
Dullahan.
Libby.
The Dullahan literally like jumps and almost gallops towards you, and he sticks the sword right in front of you and him. The horse kind of gallops up a little bit, and then he pulls it back a little bit to avoid the sword. Libby, you see her run out, and you see Libby, she says,
What the heck is going on?
Libby, let's run.
"Ugh!" And so you guys begin to proceed to run away out.
Thanks.
And you do see that the Dullahan almost tries to follow you, but the sword goes in front of him, guarding you and Libby to run away. As the knight prepares for battle with the Dullahan,
Thanks.
you guys
Gramps. Associate.
head back. As you guys head back, so what you know that Dullahan is an enemy of your grandfather, and that Dullahan served that knight's brother.
Mhm.
Who knows how he got out? All
Ooh,
right,
The
so you
bow. Oh, I'll mention that to Grizz. Get that.
Cough, cough.
I know Kane took it up, right? Well, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
Grizz knows that.
Yeah, I don't think Grizz told you about what happened to King. or anything.
Grizz did not mention that.
Yeah, he didn't mention
Right.
anything.
He's been pretty tight-lipped about the whole thing.
Yup. And so while
Mm,
that
on
fight's
the
going
way
on,
back, I'll be like, tell
Yeah.
Marco, looks like we need a new hiding spot. This might not
yeah.
be safe.
So you guys begin to hear the sounds of swords clashing, and you hear fire and everything. You hear battle ensuing within the woods as you're running away, not looking back. I'm assuming you're not looking back. You're just running, trying to keep the
Mhm.
kids safe. All right, so you guys arrive back in Phandalin, and it's nighttime. As you take the kids back. Where the hell is Phandalin at? Oh, there we go. All right, so give me a second, guys. I'll pull up the next map. And Grizzly is shit. I'll put you on a different map, Alora. Whatever, I'll put you back in there. Give me a second. And Grizzly is upstairs sleeping as well.
We came to the village of the dragon.
Oh yeah, so I'm assuming, what did you want to do with the dragon? Did you want to take him back to the cave? He doesn't know where the cave. You know, you can direct him back to the cave. Like the Dullahan doesn't know where the cave is or anything like that. If that's what you're thinking.
Okay.
Like, yeah, there's no way he could track. Yeah, he was just walking through the woods. You guys ran really
Alright.
far into the woods, so.
Alright,
I'm assuming you left him back at the cave, right?
Yeah.
And Marco, like, yeah.
Sounds
so
good.
You guys are talking.
I feel like
so-
by now I have enough money to like get a house or a barn or something.
Probably.
At least.
I mean, you guys can get one for free later on, but
Well,
yeah, you do have a lot of money, so.
yeah, another place to hide would also be our mom's mom's house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. All right. So let's go back. Okay. So you are coming back into the village at night, and you do see, Libby, and you see Krista. You know, she is walking out, and she like opens the door and sees Libby. And she like, she has her hands on her shoulders, and Libby looks down a bit, and she like runs over and she looks at the two of you, and she says,
Well, that was an event. Well, I'll be seeing you guys later. Thanks for saving me, Alora. She
Libby,
runs over.
don't say anything.
And Krista takes her back inside as it's late. Marco looks at you and he says,
I was talking about everything. He looks at you and he says,
So what's gonna happen now? Who was that guy?
I think he's appeared to me before and gave me some gifts. He's someone who's indebted to our grandfather.
Oh, I
Who
mean,
was up. Sorry, go ahead.
I was talking about that headless guy.
Right. I think it was an evil creature. I don't know. Maybe Grizz knows something more. They mentioned something about a bow. If you remember, Grizz was holding that scary bow a while back. Wonder if it has something to do with that.
What? Really? Well, then I guess I gotta be more careful at night then, knowing that thing's around.
Definitely. Always travel with your friends in tow. or myself if I'm here.
Well, if you don't mind, can I stay with you tonight?
Yeah, of course.
It's
I
pretty
was
scary
meaning to
walking back
ask you.
home.
I was hoping you could teach me some words in Draconic.
I can try? Sure. I'll see if I can.
and all right, so you're gonna
Alright.
head into the inn, right? And you guys are going to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head into the inn, and you have I'm gonna say you have the bottom room reserved right now. All right, so while you guys are sleeping in your humble abode and relaxing, let's see. It's really late at night. Zeno, give me a perception check with disadvantage. And you do have a -5 to the roll.
What the fuck? Okay.
You're sleeping. Why would you have you're sleeping? That's what it is.
I'm just not sleeping. I have my eyes, my eyes are open, but my eyelids are closed.
I assume everybody is knocked out.
All right. I don't have to do -5, so just whatever the roll is, -5.
Yeah. So that was -5.
God
so,
damn.
Ooh.
Oh,
God.
fuck. With a crit. Oh. Alright.
Okay, so let me see. I'm assuming
I'm-
everybody has their door locked. Their doors are locked, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to get
Okay.
stabbed in my sleep.
All right. So everybody has their doors locked, and as everybody has their doors locked, someone is gonna try something. Everybody's sleeping. The DC on the doors is a 10 because they're just normal fucking doors. And he's just knocked out right now. Oh, wait, let me put you on the bed. You're sleeping on the chair. If nobody can see what's going on, if you want to see what's going on in the room, this is what it looks like. If you hit the tab button, you should be able to see like different parts, but it should all equate to Zeno's room, basically. If you hit tab a few times. Oh no! All right, so let's see what they get. Okay. Your door opens up. And it closes. And the individual is sneaking. Give me another check with disadvantage. All right, that's pretty damn good with disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Oh,
So
fuck.
they come in and they pick up your axe. Not the one that Lenine gave you, but the other one that you're
Oh,
using.
the one that I upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
They pick it up and they slowly walk outside and close the door. Wall. You begin to hear a knock on the door. A very soft knock. What do you do?
Well, if I'm awake, I'm gonna go and check the door and open it.
Okay. So, give me a second. So, as you hear this knock, you hear a voice, a familiar voice, that says to you that it's Zeno. And it sounds just like Zeno. What do? You gonna open the door?
Oh yeah. I go and I
Alright.
say, "Oh, my brother, what's up?"
So if anyone wants to see what's going on, I'm gonna move the thing outside. So it says, you hear Zeno and he says to you, I need some help. And he's like, asking you to come outside really quickly.
Oh, you all right? And then I'm gonna walk out.
I have movement is free now, so you can move where you want. So you see Zeno literally standing there looking at you.
Zeno, are you all right? What's up?
You see that the individual is literally holding the axe of Zeno, who looks like Zeno, sounds like Zeno. Give me a perception check. A normal perception check.
All right.
You notice nothing. However, when you do try to talk, you do see that it looks as though something catches your breath. As when you are trying your voice, as you try to talk, nothing comes out. And you sort of see Zeno do a hand gesture and grabs his axe. And he tries to swing at you. Let me see if they catch you off guard. Roll a perception check.
All right.
Another one. Oh, God.
Can I lucky that?
You are surprised.
Oh yeah. Wait, is there a way for me to lucky that or no?
Let me see. Sure, try to lucky it.
Let's try that again.
You can lucky as many times as you want.
Yeah, much better. Question mark.
Just +1, -1. You're still surprised, unfortunately. Oh man. And literally, Zeno takes a swipe at you with the great sword. And oh man. And you get hit for 14 points of slashing damage. What do you do?
Ow. So
Roll.
like going on like. Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you doing right now? What are you're taken back? You got slashed by this person, Zeno, literally, and he's attacking you.
So I just go and I say, "What? Why, Zeno? Why would you do that?"
As you try to talk, your lips and voice comes out, but nothing seems to reach anything.
So now I get ready for the fight or whatever.
Yeah, you hear nothing audible where you're standing. As a globe of silence has literally engulfed the room. All right, so we're gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
You can try to fight, you can try to run, up to you. Go ahead. So we're gonna roll for initiative. All right, so we're gonna begin combat. Nobody can hear anything in this globe of silence. All right, so Zeno tries to swing at you twice with the greatsword and misses you for the first attack. It hits you for 9 points of damage.
Okay.
It's now your turn.
Am I able? Actually, yeah. Okay, so let me just start like this. So I'm just taken aback and notice I can't talk. And I'm confused and I think, what's going on? Has Zeno been controlled? I don't know. And I realize I can't hold back. I need to incapacitate him, figure out what's going on. So I'm gonna go and try to use a rage.
Okay. Okay, so which one is this? So magic infuses a weapon of your choice you are holding. Until your reach ends, the damage type changes to force. And it gains light and thrown properties. So basically, if you throw that weapon, you can return it back at inside. It returns to your hand at the end of your turn. And it has force damage now.
Oh yeah, just what I needed. So after that, I go and I say, I don't know what's going on, Zeno. Someone is controlling you. But I'm gonna put a stop to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use reckless attack with my greatsword plus 10.
All right, go for it. Hold on, give me one moment. All right, you're good. The double
Yeah,
full.
but I'm gonna lucky
you can lucky.
that.
Yeah, you can lucky it.
Much better.
Oh, that's a hit. Nice. Oh my god, that's a mighty hit. Oh, it takes 24 points of damage. Oh my god. Nasty.
And then I swing again with reckless attack.
Okay.
I'm a lucky that. Oh wait,
You
can
have
I?
no
No,
more. You have no more luckies. I think.
I don't.
Wait.
No,
oh yeah, yeah. You got one more. Wait, you got two more or one more? One more.
Yeah, I have one more.
Yeah, you can go ahead and lucky it. Actually, it's supposed to be X or whatever. I think that's a hit. Let's see the damage. Oh my god. So blood is literally like pouring out from this person right now, and they look to be seriously wounded.
I go and I say, "Don't worry, Xeno." And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So at this point, for the act of desperation, you see the individual, and you've never seen Zeno cast anything. Silence, and you don't know as you. Well, yeah. Every time you try to talk, there's nothing comes out as you do try to talk. Let me see something. Give me a second. All right, and so the individual, you see that they place their hand out, stretching towards you, and they do a gesture with their hand. And they begin to cast Hold Person on you. Give me a Wisdom saving throw. All right. So you are paralyzed. You can't move. At the end of each of your turn, you have to do another Wisdom saving throw. And so do another what's it called? Wisdom saving throw right now? Because it's that's the end of the turn and it's now your turn. So give me a Wisdom saving throw. Oh, so you break out of it at the end of your turn. The person's kind of caught off guard, so it is now their turn again. And you know what? Just for luck, they're gonna try to do it again on you. As you kind of break out, you kind of catch them off guard a little bit. Give me another Wisdom saving throw. All right, so once again, your arms bind together again, and like you can't talk or anything. It's now your turn. Give me another one. You're just using up this person's spell slots as you break out of it again.
Like, is this the part where he makes the no face?
Oh my god, I'm laughing my ass off.
This perfectly symmetrical fighting is getting us nowhere.
Perfectly symmetrical. Oh god. They're gonna use the last spell slot to do it again. As there's it's literally because it became a comedy type thing or whatever as well. Oh my god. So they do it again. Give me another Wisdom saving throw. I swear, if you get another 4. All right. So you do like withstand it this time around. and they get kind of scared, and they move around you as it looks like Zeno, and it looks like they're about to jump out of the window. You want to make an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do so.
And do I do it with like oh no, I think you said reckless attack doesn't work for opportunity attacks.
No, not for reactions. No,
Yeah,
only
yeah.
on your turn. It says on your turn. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use. I'm actually gonna use my regular sword.
Okay.
Not the +10.
Let me see if there's a killing blow though. Let's see. Roll the damage, please. It's not a killing blow, but it damn sure like almost is. They have like 3 HP left. Okay, so they proceed to jump out the window, and as they jump out the window, you get a sort of a small look as to what this person looks like as give me a second. You start to see that the person has on literally what looks like Zeno breaks away, and you see a person in a hood that looks like this. 1 second. They look like this as they begin to jump out the window. And jumps out. What do you do?
Can I go after them? I'm jumping out too.
Sure, you absolutely can. And there are. Hold on 1 second, because I gotta see. Let me. Don't move yet. I'll move stuff. Show you where they are. Because you're jumping out. And since you're jumping out, you're gonna have to give me a. Oh, give me 1 second. Motherfucker. 1 second. Where the fuck did that token go? Like, put that person back on the map. There you go. 1 second. And since I added an upstairs. I gotta put back on the wounds that they had. They had like literally shit HP. One second. And so you guys wake up, by the way, Zeno, somewhat, and Grizzly, as you guys hear a crash from the window in the middle of this. So you guys wake up, you know, it is still, you haven't moved out of bed yet. It's still been only like 6 seconds. So Wall, give me a second. Isaac throws an axe at the door. Not sure I left you up there. Let me go and put you back on over the other side.
Yeah, I exist in 2 places. But the grizzly in the north was the one that actually passed his strength check in prison.
Oh no! All right, so we're gonna go here. You guys see Wall has jumped out. 1 second. They have rent because they have like a high. Let's see. All right, so Wall, you are outside, over here, and I'm not sure if anybody else can see that. So you're outside over there. It's now your turn. What are you gonna do?
All right. So I'm gonna go and chase the person.
All right, so what are you doing? You're right there. So go ahead and move your movement. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Go move your movement. You're good now.
Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go after And then I'm gonna go and yep, I'm gonna go and do reckless attack.
Okay.
And I'm not actually gonna hold back. I'm gonna, go for the finisher.
Mm.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll the dice. My bad. There we go.
Dramatic pause.
All right. So
I get him
You
straight down
see-
on the back.
yeah. So
Whatever.
you cut this person straight down, and they fall to the floor, dead.
Oh.
And you see Jack. He kind of looks like, what's going on? What the hell? Now I know. Did you just murder that person?
This person attempted to take me.
Take me.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh man.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
This guy out
Oh,
here
man.
just watching.
Yeah, did you see Jack told him? Jack just like, what's going on, man? Like, all right.
Like, oh, and I say, yeah, they attacked me over there. So, did use all sorts of magic, even impersonated my friend Zeno. Very dangerous.
You see the hooded figure lying on the floor dead. What do you do?
I'm going to remove the hood.
And as you remove the hood, you see that it's none other than the banker Gale.
Is it because we've been bringing around too much money?
Oh,
I suspect mind control.
Hmm. But he was so apt at using
Ah.
his skills.
and imagine we gave this dickhead our money.
What do you do? You see Jack, he's like, oh damn, that's the banker you killed. What'd you kill him for?
I told you, he attacked me, used a bunch of magic, impersonated my friend. And then I also pick up Zeno's axe. Even stole his axe over here. See? We need to contact the authorities.
You need to contact the authorities. I'ma just go in this corner. I ain't see anything. Leave me out of it.
But you be careful. If they did that to me, who knows what they could do to you.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna
sure.
walk up to him.
You don't have to get close to me.
Oh, I just want to tell you, if you do need any help, let me know.
Yeah. You see, people start coming out at this time, and you see Breakfast. He kind of comes out. Alora, you can move. I'm not sure if you guys want to come out too. The door is unlocked. You guys are waking up now, so Zeno and you guys see what's going on. As you guys can move around and go downstairs if you want to.
All right. Where the fuck is my axe? What the hell?
You see Breakfast. He comes over. You see people coming out. Breakfast looks around. And he sees like the blood. He's like, "What the hell is going on? Is that Gale? What the hell's going on? Did you kill Gale?"
It would appear he was trying to take my life and robbed Zeno as well. As I go to Zeno and I'm like, here's your axe. This man
see-
stole it and impersonated you.
You see Don John, he's like, what? What? What would Gale do that? He don't know how to fight.
Apparently he must. He used a bunch of techniques and even impersonated Zeno, although he wasn't as strong as you.
You sure about that? This is Gale, by the way. The dude doesn't know how to even fight anything.
I mean, I didn't injure myself for nothing. But rather, I didn't get injured from nothing.
Yeah. He looks over at Jack. Hey, shady guy, you see anything weird? Jack just starts whistling to the side. Jack says, hey, the only thing I saw was that guy jumping out. He ran up behind him. He slashed him in the back. That's it. You see Don John looking at you, and he kind of squint his eyes. Are you sure this guy was trying to attack you?
Yes, I told you. I was shocked as well. I heard Zeno's voice, walked out the room, saw the person that looked like him, but then he attacked me and she even tried to use spells on me, actually, while using Zeno's axe and form.
Don John
I managed
picks up
to-
2 hands. Spells. Breakfast looks up at you. I drink with this fool plenty of times. He doesn't know how to fight nor how to use spells. What are you playing at?
Well, I don't know what happened, but that's what happened.
There's a lot of blood upstairs. What's going on?
This fool over
Listen-
here keeps saying that. Gale over here, the banker, tried to attack him. Stole Zeno's axe.
Well, he didn't try to attack me, he did.
Thank God, I thought I did it. Carry on.
I go and I say, I'm not
Grizzly
sure what
just-
could have happened.
Funny, Grizzly just walks away. Oh God, I thought that was me.
I go up to breakfast, or well, I go up to breakfast and I'm just like, maybe there's something about him you missed. We can't know everybody 100%. But whatever
I know
it
one
is,
thing's for sure. You just came into the village a while ago. Not more than a week ago you weren't here. Why should I trust you?
Wallow's actually so confused by this. He says, why shouldn't you trust me? I mean, I'm me. Didn't we fight together? I mean,
And I've drank and shared stories with Gale. I know he's not the fighting type.
do you think somebody could have been controlling him?
I
But
don't know.
If so, how could he use all those spells?
Are you sure someone wasn't controlling you?
Okay, so when he says that, now like Wall is like second guessing himself. It's like controlling myself. No, there's no way. I don't feel like I was being controlled. No.
Grizzly, give me an investigation check.
Could I give you a medicine check instead?
Sure, either or. The medicine check is going to tell you where the slash happened from, and okay, so you do know as a medicine check that you can tell that he does have blood on his hands. Gale does, and you can see that there's a slash wound on from the back, from like part of the front. It looks like Well's great sword slashed him from the back. But you do see that there's blood on the hand, like on his hands as well, on Gale's hands.
Is there any way for me to check if a spell has been cast on him or was cast?
Nope.
Oh.
We don't
Do-
have anything like that.
do I
Not even
see
his
any-
sparkly cloak.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Do I see any tattoos or any other marks on the body as I'm examining it?
No, you don't see any tattoos or marks on him.
Okay.
It looks like no type of like Cult of the Dragon mark or anything like that on him.
Is there any like blood or anything on my axe when I get it back?
Sure, you have the blood from Wall, or like, yeah, give me an investigation check. Grizzly knows that he sees, blood on Gale's hands.
Yeah, and I'll
Yeah.
I'll parrot that to the group.
Okay.
Is like
That's what I was wondering if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. It's like there may be something to what Wall was saying. He does have blood on his hands.
So he looks down and like you see, you see Breakfast. He looks down and he's like, "No, Gale wouldn't do that. It's just not in the man." Don John's scratching his head and he's like, "Oh man, what the hell's going on?"
What did the 19 tell me?
Oh, that there's blood from where, like in the handle area. That's pretty much it on the axe. You said, yeah.
Right. So then I tell everybody, it's like, well, someone was using my axe. Someone definitely was. And Wall has his own axe, and he said that Gale was using my axe. It was gone when I woke up from my room.
Actually,
So the
you have
only
a
other
sword,
person that could have used it was Gale.
Zeno, did you notice anything weird? He must
No,
have gotten your axe from your room.
I don't know. I woke up and it was gone. I didn't hear a single thing until you broke through, until the window was broken.
I know when he impersonated you, I couldn't make any sounds. Maybe he was hiding his presence.
Alora, give me a history check.
Sure. I didn't know that the mirror could also be used multiple times. I thought it was a one-time use.
It is a one-time
could-
use.
Oh, wait.
It says it can't be, once it's used, activated, or whatever, it gets information from it LS and then returns to normal. It can't be used until next dawn.
So it's a once per day.
Yeah.
Can
you
I
wanna use it? Did
use
you
it
wanna
on
use
the
it?
corpse?
Yes. Yeah, I would say you can.
But what if we just learn about his boring past as a banker?
You don't know. So, I need to roll something that I have a table for. What do you see?
All right.
So,
I'll use
okay.
it on him.
All right. So,
His blood appeared to be normal human blood as well.
from what you can observe, yes.
Okay.
You see Gale going about his normal day, his normal routine, counting money, putting it in the bank, holding it for others, getting knocked on by a door by a white-haired man, then again by a brown-haired dude who looks like Wall. You see that he goes about his normal everyday life in Phandalin. And from time to time, he kind of worries about, what's going to happen to the place. You see it's nighttime and Gale is sitting down. And he hears a knock on the door. He walks up to it. And he hears he sees a green light flash in front of him. After that, everything becomes null. The memory fades out.
Clear there was some manipulation here. It's unfortunate, but maybe we can find something in his house. Some clues, maybe?
It couldn't hurt to check.
So you guys gonna go
Great.
down to his house?
I'll go too, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
All
with you.
right. Give me a
Actually,
second.
Wall, it'd probably be good if you wouldn't want anyone accusing you of tampering with any evidence.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Grizzly, Laura, Zeno. I look at Dawn and Breakfast. Sorry to you two as well. We don't know what happened, but hopefully we can figure it out.
Hey. You hear Breakfast kind of groan a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys over there. So who's staying with the Wall? Is it just Wall by himself, or with the dead body?
I think either Breakfast or Don John should stay with him.
All right, Don John says, "Well, you do that. I'll watch over this dude right here," and he watches over Wall.
Yes, make sure Gale doesn't go anywhere.
You got that? Oh yeah. Oh, damn, you're right. That's right. May turn into one of them zombies. You are not with her.
You
Fun
said a
times.
green light?
Not me.
Let's
Yeah,
see
a
the
green
mirror.
light. A green light.
And let's use
Um,
some energy boosters.
Shut up, man.
Yeah.
God, this guy. All right, so you guys are there. You see Gail's house, lights on. What do you guys do?
Are there any cracks leading up to his door, or any
Nope.
residues?
Nope.
And it's the red roofed building here.
Red roof building. Lights are on. The door's unlocked. You find yourself gazing into Gail's home. It looks a lavish type home for an individual, but that's to be expected for someone who is a banker.
At a glance, it seems normal.
And is there no roll an investigation check in this room?
Sure. You can see nothing of that takes your interest inside the house.
Any odors that stand out?
Roll an investigation.
Also sniff about, maybe.
I
If that's-
think you would.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna say anything, but you do have someone who would be of value in this particular case, I think. But can it do that, however? Yes, but he ain't here. All right. You still find nothing of value, Grizzly, in this room.
Sorry, you were talking to Grizz or me?
Oh yeah, I was like Grizzly rolled a 15. I said he found nothing of value.
Oh, okay. And
Yep. Yeah.
about the ability that would be.
Well, you did, as you do look around, you do see a chest. It looks like a safe. You can probably tell it's and discern that it's actually, the gold that Gale keeps for people, as he is a banker.
I don't see anything suspicious. Let's see.
Neither do I.
I can try to cast Fairy Fire to see if there's anyone here. Hidden. But I don't think they would stay here, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm not sensing anything either.
Wouldn't hurt. How do I rotate?
Mouse wheel, or holding control mouse wheel or anything like that.
Okay.
You just trying to place the template over the whole entire area, right? Or shift or whatever.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
do either shift or because it's a square. It's not a circle, so you can't really. I would just say you get the whole entire place, and you don't see anything in this area. Grizzly, as you walk outside, though, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Well then, you don't notice anything. And that's it. Okay.
What about me?
So breakfast, no, because only Grizzly was the one who walked outside when it
Oh,
happened and
okay.
he failed. So, yeah, you don't seem to notice anything. You look around and you kind of look at, the miners' exchange, but you don't see anything. Breakfast kind of just like looks around. He crosses his arms. Ugh. What in the hell happened? Shit. You guys sure you didn't find anything?
Oh, the place seems suspiciously clean. Especially in that the fire in the hearth was lit.
Indeed.
Why would it be if he wasn't going to be home?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like something happened and it happened unexpectedly. We just walked out and left everything on. Yeah.
Well,
Damn it.
we've got a neighbor next door and Alia across the way. Could question them, see if they saw or heard anything.
It's a good idea. You see him walking over. He stumbles and he starts banging on the door. Oi! You in there? Doesn't sound like there's anything.
Zeno or Laura, why don't you see if you can get the other neighbor?
Sure.
All right.
Zedon kind of knocks on the door and says, "Hello, is anyone awake?"
You hear some stumbling around and you hear the doors, that door is actually locked. Sorry, Grizzly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
if
it's
you weren't
good.
getting it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing was trying
Yep.
to test the handle.
Yeah, you're good. So the door opens up. You hear a guy. Hello, how can I help you?
Zedon then looks at Laura and says, "You might be better at this than me."
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen or heard anything tonight?
No, I haven't. I
Coming
usually work
from-
with
The banker's house.
the bank.
Sorry.
Oh, you mean my boss, Gail? Yeah,
That's right.
Nothing happened. Didn't hear anything. Why? What's going on?
There may have been someone here who took over his actions with some mind control spell. We're trying to figure out what happened.
What? What do you mean? Where is he?
Unfortunately, he attacked someone in the night and stole someone else's weapon. And we're wondering if these are actions that are uncharacteristic of him.
What? You're telling me my boss, Gail? He's not. Where is he?
He's in the village square. His body is
His body? Gail's dead.
right. He violently attacked one of our companions, and fortunately, out of self-defense, he was slain.
You have proof of this?
Well, it looks as though, based on the wounds on his body and the blood trails, and him having our friend's act, that our companion is telling the truth.
Oh, God. Oh.
We had looked around this house, and there was nothing that pointed to the culprit who put him under spell, but we were able to see into his past using this mirror. And there was someone who came into his house and cast a spell, and after that, nothing was recorded on the mirror.
You know how crazy we sound.
He looks down. I was about to laugh. I was literally about to say, like, he looks down at the mirror and he looks at you and his eyebrow goes up and he says, "What are you talking about? Is this where's Gale at?"
Well, he is in the village square.
I'm gonna go see him right now. I don't know what you. And he begins to walk out.
Well, that went well.
These guys don't know anything about magic items or anything. You're like, you like looking at this mirror. We saw his images with this mirror. He's like, what in the hell are these like people talking about? So Grizzly, give me another perception check. Yeah, so they're all like closed. They're all locked. The rooms are locked. Give me a perception check as you looked into the mirror, on the other side. Okay, so you do see some shuffling on the inside.
That was when I was at the window.
Mm-hmm. You see, like, as you kind of peer in between, you know, some of you see some moving back and forth. However, it doesn't seem to be answering the door.
There is somebody in there, Breakfast.
He like looks like he wants to do something, but he kind of stops and he says, "We ain't the law around here. We can't just go barging in people's homes like that, though. Damn it."
That is true.
What do you want to do?
Well, I don't think Wall was lying, but I don't think Gale was responsible either. I just can't prove it.
You see someone coming from the south coming from the woods, on the path, you know, that takes you down to Umbridge Hill. And you see that it's Halia carrying a torch. She moves over and she looks over at you guys. And Halia says,
Oh, can I help you guys? We don't normally open until the morning.
Halia, do you happen to have any visitors inside right now?
Yes, a friend should be there. What do you ask?
Something happened to the banker across the street tonight, and we were looking for anyone who may have witnessed anything unusual. We didn't know
I
you would
see.
not be home.
Yes, I do have a friend that's currently there right now, and she's a bit preoccupied, a little sick though. I'll ask her if she's seen anything and tell you guys in the morning. Does that suffice?
Grizzly looks over at Breakfast.
Breakfast has his arms crossed. And he says, "You telling me you can't ask him now? We're a little bit caught up in the moment. Besides, where are you at?" She looks left and right, and she looks at Zeno, and she says,
I normally go hunting at night. It's weird, I know, but it's how I normally procure my food. And most of my tea. You see, I'm not a woman that just simply stands around. You see, I do have, things to keep me safe.
she kind of shows off her knives at the hilt of her hips. And she says,
I know my way to hunt. Anyways, I'll ask her. Give me a second, please. Excuse me, I'll go and ask her.
she goes and opens the door, closes it, and you do hear some talking, it sounds like, between two women. And you see Halia come back after a little bit, opens the door, and she closes it and she stands in front and she says,
No, it seems as though she didn't see anything. Guess she's only been in the bed, just trying to get some sleep.
Breakfast looks at Grizzly with his eyebrow raised.
Grizzly just shrugs. Well, thank you for your time. How was the hunting tonight?
She looks over at Zeno and she says,
It seems as though I didn't catch anything tonight. I will say, though, I did see some of those cult members again. This time I stayed my distance. They seem to be migrating and moving around in the night. At some point, we do need to plan to take them out.
Perhaps they're just hunting at night as well.
you see her look at you, and it's an angry sort of look a little bit. However, she does loosen her eyes a little bit. The muscles sort of relax. And she says,
Perhaps they were. Especially for people like you and me and Zeno and anybody else of Fandolin. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Good night. And good night to you too, Zeno.
Yes, so thank you for your time.
so what do you guys want to do?
That was useless.
Maybe we should join Wall again.
Breakfast says, I'll be keeping my goddamn eyes on that woman. I don't trust her one bit. And he just storms off. So you guys are going back to where Wall is?
Yeah, seems like it, because investigation's not turning up anything here.
Okay. So you guys run back to Wall.
Zeno is also thinking, he has that out loud, but he's thinking in his head that he might try to see her again either tomorrow or very soon, under the guise that he wants to exchange some of his gold into platinum and kind of ask a few questions he has.
All right, so you guys return back to Fandolin. And you guys are right over here. And you guys see Don John, he looks at you guys and he's like, did you guys get anything? Anything you found yet?
Only a woman's ire.
Yeah. You see the banker, one of the workers for Gale, he walks up and he gets on his knees and he's like, what? He was like a best friend to me. Who killed him?
Has Gale met any unusual clients lately?
No, he hasn't. Who
Has he
killed
had
him?
any clients lately?
Yes. A lot of the people in Fandolin. We usually give our money to him. He's the only banker around here.
It's too late to revive him.
Oh yeah, you guys took your whole sweet time to, it's only lasts for 1 minute. Yeah, it's been way past 1 minute.
Well, I'm dumb. Okay.
Yeah, that has been thrown out the window. So no revivification, on that. So yeah. So he looks and he tells Grizzly that everybody's the one. Everybody gives their money to Gale. He's the banker. in town. Looks like this new guy's gonna be in charge now. But yeah, he tells you guys that everybody gives their money to Gale. Isn't it? There's no one who would he would find suspicious. And he asks again, "Which one of you killed him?"
It was I.
He looks up at you and he says, "Who are you? I've never seen you around here."
The name is Wool. I've come to this town recently, over a week ago.
What'd you kill him for? You
I
couldn't
don't
knock him
know
out?
how. I believe the situation was too dire. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but he attacked me, impersonated my friend, and even used magic and almost took my life.
Magic Gale wouldn't do that.
That's what people have been saying, but it's what happened. There must be more to this story, and we're trying to figure it out.
Alright.
Excuse me, sir, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Carl.
Carl. Is there a place we can put Gale's body in the meantime? As
I'll have to take care of it for tonight, but
if you'd like, I
Alright.
can prepare the body. Did he have
For
any
burial.
specific... Yes, but there have been spates of body thefts and undead. If you'd like, I can consecrate it.
what? You're a cleric?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well then, if you can give Gale a proper burial, that'll be nice. I'll have to tell his family.
Do you know of a place I can do that safely, so that the body's not disturbed?
Yeah. Gale always said he wanted to be placed in his backyard. Could do it then.
Very well. I'll take Gale back to his home for now, and we'll bury him after. Will that suffice?
Yeah. I can't believe this happened. And so I'm assuming you're gonna give the soul a proper rest.
Yeah, but I'm also going to use the opportunity to go give a more thorough check of his clothing and everything, since there won't be prying eyes.
Yep. So
Cue the CSI music.
yep. So I'm assuming you walk back into his house and you take a look and examine the robes, first of all. You can tell that the robes are kind of tight. Doesn't really look like they fit Gale. As you thoroughly examine the body, there's really nothing else that you do find on it besides like the robes are kind of suspicious. As when you do look at his wardrobe, it's more of an elegant type of wear, like aristocrat almost. Doesn't look like anything what he's wearing with this robe, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna set the robe to the side, and I'll go through the ritual for consecrating the body,
Okay.
which will take an hour.
Yeah, so you're doing that. What's everybody else doing? Everybody looks like they're trying to just, Don John's like scratching his head. He's like, I need to get some damn sleep.
I need to
Chris,
get some damn sleep too. I just go and I say, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back to my room and rest. It's been a long night.
Zenon's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna go to sleep.
I healed
Yep.
you previously for 9 HP, Wall. If you want
Yeah,
to get that back.
So you guys do that, and you guys, I'm
Thank
assuming you also get some sleep later too, Grizzly.
Yeah, I'll sleep after taking care of the body.
Okay. So everybody goes and gets some sleep as they prepare for what comes tomorrow, and you guys
I
get
am
to
gonna hold on to the ropes though.
Okay. So you have that robe on you. So you guys, sort of catch up, and where the hell is whatever, I don't know where he is. All right, so you guys get sleep. You guys wake up in the morning. Give me a second.
I'm sorry. I
What
was like gonna go to my room, but I was like, why is this door randomly open? Some kid.
happened?
Like, oh, I closed the door.
You're like in the wrong room, dude.
No. I'm saying the door was already open. That's why I was like, why is it open?
Yeah, so you gotta go up. You gotta go up the stairs here or whatever. If you're trying to go into your room, you gotta go up the stairs here. You're in the kitchen.
I'm hungry.
This man is gonna just sleep in the kitchen. Just take all Toblin's shit. Oh my god.
Every time he goes in the wrong room, you need to roll a
All the time.
d20,
I
and on a
really
1,
do.
4 orcs show up. Doesn't matter where he
I
is.
really fucking do. I really do. Wall is just one of those fucking characters, dude. Give me a second, man. What the hell is going on? Why can't he see in here?
No, it's so bright. Wait, I'm in like darkness now.
Yeah, you are. Give me a second, man. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, so let's go get everybody. So you are in darkness. Why are you in darkness? Like, you should be able to see. What's wrong with this map, dude? Dude. Whatever. So I'm just put you outside. Whatever. You're outside. Not sure why you can't see. What the hell is that? So, so you guys, I'm assuming everybody wakes up. You guys are at the bar. It is a brand new day. And let me get Laura in there as well. All right, because you guys can all see the map, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And I can take a long rest or no?
Yeah, everybody can take a long rest if you got here or whatever. So you have no more levels of exhaustion on you. All right, so you guys wake up. You guys see Grizzly come downstairs. Toblin looks over and he's like, "We heard what happened yesterday. Damn shame what happened to Gale."
We didn't manage to see who made him like this, so everyone please make sure your doors are locked tight at night. Put some furniture in front of them if needed. For now, we don't know where this manipulator is at large.
You see Bing, he kind of checks his glasses. Manipulator? What's going on? People coming into other people's homes at this time now?
Seems to be the case. Our friend Wool, someone manipulating Gale's, I know I'm going to sound crazy when I say this, but someone manipulating Gale's body to look like Zeno came into Wool's room and had taken Zeno's axe as well. And so that's why Gale is no longer with us, as Wool acted out of self-defense.
Looks like Well, do you know who targeted you?
Hmm.
Are you a wanted man?
No, of course not. But sure, there's people out there who may have not like me. But to go this far, I don't think so. So,
Well, it has to be somebody who wants to. I don't know what to say. Like,
Wall just starts thinking about the, well, he didn't know that, like, there's a hint to him, but, like, those, people kidnapping that, like, attacked him. That he
yeah.
thinks they were kidnapped, and he's like, could it have been them? You know, he just thinks to himself. But he doesn't say that.
Well then, we have to be alert, be on guard. I wish I knew more abilities. Does anybody know speak with dead? Anybody? No one.
No,
Curses.
I'm afraid not.
Well then. Ugh. Oh no. You see Bing, he kind of just like puts his hand on his head. I'm going to need a drink. Toblin looks over at you guys and he's cleaning his mug and he says, man, I wish I had better security here, but that's the most I can afford, you know? Gotta say though, didn't expect something like that to happen in my inn. Anyways, what are you guys planning on doing today? He looks at you guys.
Well, I think we're gonna go to Dragon's Burrow. Right? Was that the plan we talked about? As he looks around to the group.
That's right. Um. Anyone want to go to? Let's see. Sorry, Tibber Wester's mansion at all, or are we going to focus more on the problem at hand?
You guys can do
Oh,
Timbers next time or something after Dragon's Barrel. Up to you.
I mean, do you want to do that? Do you want to bounce around, do Dragon's Burrow, and then go to Timber Western's house?
Well, there's also some threat here that we don't know about, so we could maybe keep it simpler.
Wait,
Investigate.
which threat?
The person that's
investigate
trying
the-
to kill whoever's trying to kill
person.
Wall.
I mean, true, but we don't know what's going on. You don't know where to start.
Grizzly wasn't even there when Wall went on his misadventure.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't know
I
that.
mean, we could spend the day talking to everybody again, and you know, Zeno still wants to talk to Holly before we head out.
And there's a man that looks suspiciously like Gale outside the town hall.
He's dead. He risen from the dead. the purification wasn't good enough. Oh, that's always great. All right, so what are you guys doing right now? You guys headed to Dragon's Barrow, and you're trying to talk to Halia, right?
Yep.
Also, I'll talk to Grizz about the Dullahan.
Oh
and what he
yeah.
said.
So I'll handle you first, Zeno. You go up to the door for the miners' exchange, and you don't see Halia there. It doesn't seem like it's open today. What are you gonna do?
Can I peek around the window?
You can peek around the window. Give me a perception check. So you peering in, and you know you have good eye. It looks like you have a good eye. You can tell like no lights are on. It doesn't look like she's there. Like nobody's there at all. You may want to try again another time.
Zeno finds it a little bit weird, but you
Yep,
know,
absolutely.
he's not thinking much of it. He's just like, it's the middle of the day.
It's the
Usually
middle of the
she's
day
open.
and she's not there. Yep.
And Zeno's like, I'm gonna ask her about that later. So he's gonna head back to the tavern or the inn.
Okay. All right. So you go back to the inn, and in between that conversation, before you showed up, Alora, you're talking to Grizzly. What do you want to say to him?
Grizz, yesterday, Marco and I were out in the woods, and we ran into a creature called a Dullahan, and I think he was after us, perhaps because of ties to my grandfather. I know this sounds strange, but he also mentioned that a bow was influencing his presence here. I'm not sure if he was talking about the bow that you were fused with a while back.
What did
We
it
managed
look
to
like?
escape.
Like
It
what?
was a flaming horseman, a man on a flaming horse without a head, and we were thankfully saved, Libby, Marco, and I, because of a mysterious knight who appeared.
I see. That could have been Kane.
Think so? Did
The
he
night.
get handed a bow? Sorry.
Yeah, the night we escaped from the prison when Isaac killed Arya. Kane picked up the bow as if to attack Isaac. And at the last minute, he teleported us away. We escaped into the woods, but by that point it was too late. Kane willingly gave in to the bow, and he disappeared he disappeared into flames. And, well, I've also met the creature as well. While I was bonded with the weapon, he visited me in a dream, and he didn't take kindly to me mouthing off to him, to say the least.
I see. It's odd, all this tied into a bow that we found on what was supposed to be a children's adventure.
Isaac was also
Wonder-
very interested in that bow,
I see.
but perhaps I sound like a man obsessed, keep tying everything to that demon.
No, I do think he's behind some things, and I don't know, that green light that we saw in the mirror remind me of what we experienced at the Orc and Hobgoblin encampment when that rune went off. I don't know. Could just be this similar vein of magic. But someone
Possible.
here is pulling some strings, and
Doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fit the pattern for everything else we've encountered, especially since it seemed to single out Wool.
maybe it was just finding us one by one. Whoever was plotting.
Exactly do we know about Wool? You know him. You've known him longer than I have.
I don't know much about him actually, but he seems quite frank and not hiding things from us, but
Oh
it's
no,
best to
I
be safe.
agree with you there. He's as incapable as Guile as he is of finding north on a compass.
Indeed. They didn't go after Zeno, it seems. So that is interesting. Well, they went and purposefully woke Wool up.
Seems like he was their target, but we're no closer to finding this out until we know more about Wool.
Indeed. Perhaps
Yes.
it's best that we stay out of Fenelon for a while if they're targeting Wool.
Are you able to detect residual magic at all? I mean, at least we could verify his claims of spells being thrown upstairs.
In the previous night's investigation, did I already do so or not? Not yet.
What's that?
Did I already check that in the previous night's investigations, or should I try that?
No, you haven't. I would say the magic has dwindled out by now. You wouldn't know that it has. Upstairs. Give me a Arcana check. Yeah, you would truly believe that you know that, the magic has dwindled out upstairs. So, unfortunately, when it was casted, it was either then or there. So, if you check now, yeah, it's gone.
Alright. Unfortunately, the magic, if it was there, has dwindled away.
I see.
Sorry, I could have been more useful last night if I had revived Gale in time. Not sure if we had made it. When we first came out of our rooms in the morning.
So, there's anything else you guys want to discuss before you guys head out to Dragon's Barrow?
Well, is there anyone in town who's a cleric and knows Speak with Dead? Or
Does she know
Afraid
Speak
not.
with Dead? Oh, she
I
does
mean-
not know Speak with Dead. Yeah, she doesn't. Try to see if Krista does. She doesn't.
Yeah. Krista's a druid too, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah. What level spell is Speak with Dead?
3.
3? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, only bards and clerics know. Yeah.
And our Dwelf friend over here, she's not a high enough cleric level to know 3rd level spells.
She would. Yeah, she has level 3 spells. She doesn't know anything about the event though. She kind of hung over. You see Freya, she doesn't know what's going on, by the way. That's why I had her like groggily walk over to the bar.
Yeah,
Do you want to ask her?
Could be worth asking.
So you dug a grave for him, right? And put him in the ground. She's gonna have to dig him back up.
Good morning, Freya.
She looks at you, and this is like the first time you really. I mean, she's had a normal conversation with you. She's like,
Hold on, I'm just getting myself together. Grizzly, right?
Yes.
How you
we-
doing? What's wrong? How can I help you? You're a little bit more
that's,
cheery than usual.
I'm simply in denial.
Oh. What can I help you with?
You are a more powerful cleric than I am, and we're in need of a particular skill.
Oh,
Would you be available this morning to help us with something?
sure, what did you want?
I'm not very good with words, so I'll cut to the chase. We need you to speak to a corpse.
No. Oh, speak with Dad. Oh, you're gonna have to ask me tomorrow. I did not prepare that spell for today, and I could probably perform it tomorrow. Why do you want to speak to a corpse?
Well, there was an incident last night between
Oh.
Wool and the banker.
Oh, I thought I heard
Yes.
something, but I was too blacked out to even realize what was going on. But
Yes, the banker was behaving uncharacteristically, wielding an axe and magic. And he was wearing these strange robes.
let me
But
take a look at that.
it appears as if something happened in the middle of the night at his home. And he found himself here attacking Wool.
I think I've seen one of those robes before. You have.
You have the you showing her the robe, right?
Yeah, I'm showing her the robes, yeah.
I think it belonged to the Cult of the Dragon. I think I saw one of their spellcasters wearing that one.
Hmm. Why would the Cult of the Dragon be targeting Wool specifically? Anyways,
What do you mean?
I'm not expecting you to know that, but
Oh, yeah, I saw one of them when I went to go check on where Beartrick died.
I see. Well, perhaps tomorrow we can speak with the corpse. I went ahead and consecrated the body, and we've buried it. I'll dig it up whenever you're available.
Laura, did you want to use the mirror? Oh, you used it. Today's the same day. Actually, you would have to wait. Remember, you can use that mirror on objects as well, like a robe or anything.
Okay.
Well, here's nice. So, did the murder happen before dawn?
No, it was like 3 a.m. Oh, it's still the same thing. I'm gonna say it happened like, yeah, she's not gonna be able to use it today.
Okay,
I'm just gonna say
sure.
she's not gonna be able to use it today. You guys are gonna have to wait and come back the next day or something.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you for your time, Freya.
She bows to you.
In the meantime, everyone be cautious of who you let into your house.
Everybody
Spread the word.
does note. Because I was thinking the attack happened around like 4 a.m. What time is dawn? 5? 6?
Yeah, it's usually 5-ish, 6-ish, depending on the
it's
season.
like right there, and then like it. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. She activated it right when it gets that whole refresh thing. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. Okay. So you guys, she right now, she's going to prepare this, that spell, so you guys will be able to have something. She can ask it 5 questions, and I think she's gonna do it because she doesn't know. She's gonna have to wait for you guys because she doesn't know what to ask the thing. So we'll see. And yeah, so were you guys ready to head out?
Is there anybody in town that sells rations?
Food?
Like
That would
just
be-
trail rations kind of things, because
Barthen does. He sells soap, rations. You
Okay.
could probably buy it from Barthen. Like he has like jerky and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, I missed it in his inventory, but
I want to ask, does anyone sell like cooking utensils?
Barthen does.
Okay.
yeah, he's
he
got
is.
all the tools. I saw that. I just didn't see trail
yeah,
ration.
I don't think you saw you didn't see rations actually. I'm sure
Okay.
he didn't have. He has it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never got more rations from after coming back to town, so I was gonna
Yeah.
buy.
Why the hell are rations EP? Oh, it's 5 silver point. I guess it translates it to like 5 EP is technically 5 silver pieces. I mean, 1 EP is 5 silver pieces basically. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not sure why it does that, but yeah, it'll just spend the money basically and do this stuff for yourself. So yeah, you could buy from him as he looks over. You don't see this
There we
or any of them in there, but yeah, you can buy some of that.
Probably good. I would have
Yeah.
punched Ander probably. All right, that was all I needed. Was the got thieves' tools, rations, torches.
Yeah.
So
Give
Wait,
me a
do I?
second.
actually, no, I don't have any torches. Should probably replace that. Big brain thinking here.
Well, you guys won't be going to any place without any, lights. No. Leave it to Matt to big brain think.
Okay, I bought the cooking utensils so we can make food and not fail. Hopefully.
And he is out.
Actually, he
of-
doesn't have torches for sale.
He should. Oh no, not Augur Frack has torches.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Augur has torches and consumables. Yeah, it's one
All right.
silver piece, so you can go to Augur. Oh, whoops! I just moved around.
Yeah, he had lanterns and candles, but no
Yeah.
torches. Okay.
So
Well, actually, wouldn't it be better to buy a lantern because you just hook it onto you? Or do you have to carry one?
That's a hood lantern. You want a hooded
Yeah.
lantern? Which is
Yeah,
who sells hooded lanterns? I think it's
both Alger and
Okay.
Barthen had them.
Yeah.
Only thing with the lanterns, you gotta make sure you got oil. So
Mm. Does anyone sell oil?
Let me see if Barthen does. If not, I'll put it in his thing.
All right.
Barthen would sell a hooded lantern in oil. Let me give it to him.
yeah, because Alger does not.
Oil flask. Yeah, that is definitely Barthen. I put it in there. Yeah, it's in its consumable inventory.
All right.
All right. Let me know when you guys are ready to head out.
Oh yeah. I'm good to
We're
go.
gonna get ready to stop for for today, but yeah, we'll see you very good. But yeah, okay, so Wall, you're good. Alora, you good?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Zeno and Grizzly, you guys good?
Yep, I'm good now.
Okay. So you guys head out to the world map for today. Let me see if this is the right world map actually. Okay, yeah. All right, so you guys proceed to head out to the world map. And let me know when you guys are on it.
Yep. I'm on it.
Yep.
All right, so you guys are heading to Dragon's Barrow. You guys are over here. And, you guys are going to take some considerable amount of distance to get there. So, after a while of you guys, heading out and trailing, Zeno, give me a 1d4. And there's a possible 2 points of encounters that you guys may possibly... Okay.
Nice.
So, as you
That sounds
guys
good.
proceed to head out, you guys travel for a good amount of time, and you guys almost pass by a fort. Looks like a Neverwinter fort. Looks like it's not run down, like there's actually people there. But you guys kind of keep your distance and continue to move along and walk and get to Dragon's Barrow. However, as you guys continue along and you guys are, by the fort, you guys see two men. You guys have a, let's see, it's a little encounter. Wait 1 second. Little encounter shows up. And give me a second. So, you guys. You guys see two men, it looks like. And it looks like they're talking to each other. They're having a conversation with each other. They're both like, it looks like they're yelling at each other, by the way. And it looks like they've thrown off, by the way, some of their armor onto the ground. They see you guys along the path, and they kind of look back at you. They looked a little bit shocked, a little bit, and the men look like this. Yeah, so you guys, a little bigger thing for this. So you got one guy who kind of looks a little bit worried as he sees you, and you see another guy look at you as well. And he said, you hear them talking, and they're like, they kind of nudge each other. One of the men speak up, the dark-haired man, and he says, "You guys travelers, you guys aren't with Neverwinter, are you?"
Nope. We are adventurers and travelers.
Oh, Sinric, you hear that? Oh, God. Give me a perception check, guys. Woo, Alora, you noticed something as they were like, you see one of the guys, he puts his hand on his heart, like trying to like, almost like he was, just relieved to know that you are not like from, Neverwinter, working on him. He gives a sign, he says, "Oh," and when he says this, you see that he has pink fingernails. Do you say anything? And you also notice that the armors that they have on are a beautiful pink colored armor.
I don't know anything about this being tied to anything, do I?
No. So yeah.
Okay.
So do you don't know anything about it. I'm not sure if you want to tell them.
All right. These fellows seem like they're really trying to avoid Neverwinter Nights. And if that's the case, fellas, keep clear of Fandolin Village. By the way, anyone know anything about their pinkness? I see some pink fingernails, pink armor. Looks like they might be a part of some organization.
Why are you trying to avoid Neverwinter?
They kind of look at each other when they say that, and they say that you see one of the guys. They look to them like one of the individuals. He like looks at his friend, and they nod their heads, and they say, "Do you know of Guthard the Relentless, right?"
Know the name? Yes.
Let's just say we're trying to get away from the fort. Day after day, he has us doing horrible things. Painting fingernails, doing dance rituals, ballet dancing, and makeup. I didn't become a knight for this. And that's this individual who's speaking.
Grizzly mumbles to himself, "Why would they offer me 5,000 gold to kill him?"
Listen, whatever you do, just stay away from that fort. It's a goddamn flamboyant piece of mess. Every day we sing. Every day we do ballet. And we have to look our best. We have to clean our hair, shower 3 times a day. It's too much.
I see. Well, why do they call him Guthar the Relentless?
The other guy pipes up. Have you not heard? He's one of the best jousters ever. He carries a mighty beautiful lance. And let's just say if not only is his routines relentless, his training is too. He may be one of the most dazzling men people have seen in the Sword Coast, but let's just say, his training is the most gruesome. I feel bad for anyone who challenged him for a one-on-one fight.
I see. Thank you for the information.
At this point, you start to hear something that sounds like this from behind you guys on the path. You hear a bunch of horses coming your way. You see 2 of the men. They get a little freaked out and they begin to pick up their equipment and they look at you guys and they say, oh shit. Hey, you guys, don't let them know we're here, please. And they kind of jump in the back and jump behind a rock. And when you see who's coming, you see 4 men. Almost look like they have stars fluttering around them with their elegant look. Clean, polished armor. The first man you see is a red-haired man coming. You see a blue-haired individual. You see a black-haired individual as well with beautiful skin. And you see an elegant man with shiny hair making his way towards you all. They come up to you guys as you guys are walking along the path and they stop right on the pathway. And you hear one of the men, he begins to speak. Hello there, nice to meet you. Have you guys
Nice to meet you.
seen 2 men? They look like, well, they're not as glamorous as us, but let's just say we were looking for them. They seem to have escaped. They're knights of Neverwinter. Have you seen any men around here? 2 men? One with black hair, one with brown?
Grizzly glances at Wool, glances at Zeno.
Not those 2 men. They are a little bit dirty, but nonetheless, we can clean you guys right up if you guys need to take a bath. Kind of looks at the fort in back of him.
Oh, this is your chance to become.
Oh my god!
What do you say?
Come out from there looking fabulous.
What do you guys say? What are you guys doing?
I don't think we're gonna get them up, particularly, but we're not super big fans of Neverwinter right now. But you know, if Wall wants to go, I'm just kidding.
Does Alora say this? Please tell me.
No.
Alora says it.
Guys, it's my kind of people. Let me go over there. Teach me how you do that hair.
So does anybody say anything to the man wearing the yellow armor and black hair?
Other than our companions, I don't think we've seen anyone by that description.
He gives a more very visual description. He says, They had some pink fingernails and, some of their armors were pink. They couldn't have been too far from here. Are you sure you haven't seen anything, dear?
Not that I know of, no.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, charisma.
He peers in the back. You see, he kind of looks back at his the other two companions, and he looks back at the glamorous man in the back, and he says, "I believe this girl says she hasn't seen anything. Unfortunately, maybe they went off to Neverwinter. We should catch them before they leave. They're somewhere around here. They couldn't have gone away too far. They didn't have horses, or they could have took the other pathway." You hear one of the other guys. He says, "Well, if there's anything, maybe you can, travel through that swamp over there." You see the guy with the yellow armor and get dirty? Are you kidding me? Well, let's leave that to one of the hirees. Well then, actually, that's a good idea. You four, are you looking for some easy money?
Oh, I think
No.
we're actually on our way somewhere.
Oh, quite feisty. No, with no hesitation. Well, what about your other companions? I know you're not, but you other three? Would you like to go on a hunt?
Thank you for the offer, but I must decline.
Oh.
Same here.
Oh, boo-hoo. Well, then, anyways, we'll carry on. Thank you guys for your cooperation, and we'll continue to, keep this land safe. As that's what we do. Anyways, ta-ta! And he gives you guys a wink as the horses gallop, and they all leave. After a while, you guys can kind of see the guys in the back. They're still hiding, waiting for them to be completely out of view. You see one of the individuals, he puts his head up. You only see his eyes, and he says, "Are they gone?"
I think so.
He kind of slouches back. "We gotta get out of here. Eldred. Oh, we could go to Waterdeep. They don't take very kindly to Neverwinter Nights right now." You see the other. What you gonna say, Grizzly?
I was going to suggest they shed the identity of being a knight for Neverwinter.
And you see, the both of them. They say, "Well, that's completely out of the picture now. We're deserters at this point. I don't know why we were assigned there. If I was assigned anywhere else, that would have been fine. But there, of all places? Listen, I've been everywhere, but you don't want to be there." Oh, God. Thank you guys, by the way, for letting us go. We don't have much, but I can give you this 10 gold pieces will suffice. My life was on the line there.
I think you might need those for the road more so.
Yeah,
than
you
me.
can keep the gold.
Yeah. Thank you.
If anything, I walk up to them, and I'm gonna hand them 10 platinum. Been through a lot. Please take this.
You see the
Least
guy,
we can do.
his face lightens up, but he's like, "What? Ah, I can't take this."
Like I had that prepared.
What?
No, I insist. You've been through a lot.
Dude, this go. Thank you. I appreciate it. What was your name?
The name is Wool, but a simple traveler.
I remember this. Come on, Sinric, we gotta go. They may come back faster. Thank you, guys. We won't forget you. And they begin to trail off.
Well, at least I was able to do something good.
Dolores
Feels like
jamming
I
over
haven't
there.
done that lately.
Didn't even have to murder anyone to do it.
We'll just sighs.
Alora's jamming over there, rocking.
I'm like, for some reason, when I magnified on my trackpad, my character starts. So I'm trying to get her back
She's
to
jamming.
normal.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I got you.
There we go. Okay.
She's jamming over there. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Continue on the pathway? Going to Dragon's Barrow?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys continue to go to Dragon's Barrow on the way. And you guys are very close there. And as you're very close, you begin to hear someone whistling. And it looks like an elegant looking man. And it looks like he has pointy ears. He looks like an elf. And he's wearing a black cloak. You can see some of his hair is kind of white. And he notices you all as he's coming back from Dragon's Barrow, the way that's there. And he says, "Oh, how are you guys doing?"
We're doing good. You yourself?
Good. And you see him, he takes out this bag of holding and he keeps tossing it up and down. Let's just say those kobolds didn't know what was coming to them. You should be careful, by the way. They're still over there.
Have you just returned from the barrow yourself?
Oh, is that where you guys are actually headed? Yes, I did, actually.
And what did you see over there? I'm guessing.
Just a bunch of kobolds. Just made a good deal with them, that's all. They're still, I think they're trying to get some stuff ready to leave. You're more than welcome to talk to them if you want.
Sounds good.
Well then, good luck, guys. You'll need it talking to those fools. They're quite, how do I say? How do you even put kobolds in a situation like this? They're quite moronic, I'll say in a sense, but it doesn't seem like they're very hostile to humans. These ones seem to be a little bit more civilized.
See, thanks for the tips. Curious. Are there any dragons in the area? Why is it called Dragon's Barrow?
Oh, if you didn't know, a dragon died a long time ago, and let's just say over time, the earth has built over it. So it's literally the dungeon of a dead dragon. You could sort of see like some of the back spine pieces rising up from the ground of the bone.
I see.
But I'll be honest, that place has been cleared out now.
Out of
But anyways-
curiosity, have you seen any children in the area?
Children? No, I haven't actually. I just got there.
Oh,
Went there
okay.
this
I was
morning.
just curious.
No children. But it did look like a sword was pulled from a stone there. When I went inside. Never mind. Forget about it. Anyways, ta-ta, guys. And good luck. You guys say anything else before he leaves, or is that it?
Well, I ask him, wait, what's your name?
No, just call me Z. That's it.
Nice to meet you, Z. Zeno.
Another person who shares the same type of letter of the name. Good choice your parents made. Anyways, see you guys later. Well, hopefully we, as many travelers and everything around here, we probably may not ever meet again. But with further ado, ta-ta! And he gives you guys a proper bow. And he starts walking, holding the bag of holding, jostling it up and down. And he leaves.
I remember the people who were kidnapping women. That letter was signed by someone named Z. But it could have been the mustached man. Kara. I don't know. I'm just reaching here.
All right, so we're gonna go get ready to get to the final part before we end it for today. So you guys finally reach Dragon's Barrow, and you guys see a bunch of kobolds as you're approaching Dragon's Barrow. You guys are behind some trees. You guys see some kobolds talking to each other, and they're scratching their heads. What do you do?
See. I'll... Should I approach him as a lost child? I'll look less
Zeno's gonna approach him and
intimidating
say
than
hi.
the other people.
So
Okay.
Zeno just walks out. Hold on. So go ahead. So you guys can move now. So yeah. So you walk out and you see that there's a bunch of coins, by the way. Like at least like it looks like in their cart they have at least around like 1,000 coins in the cart. And they look like gold coins.
Hello.
You see, one of them looks over as they're talking. They're like, you see, they're like, huh? What? Oh, other humans? You see, one of the other ones, they begin to speak.
Hey, you guys aren't trying to take our gold, are you? We just got
I'm looking at
this.
the sword.
No,
We
we're
gave
not
all
trying
our-
to take your gold.
We gave all that treasure to that guy. And he gave us this gold in exchange.
What kind of treasure was it?
A bunch of potions, some, like a nice weapon, some scrolls. But he gave us gold in return. Look at this.
Does
Do you
anybody
have
take a
any
look
other-
at it?
How did you come
I-
across the treasure? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Were you gonna say earlier?
I'm just curious how they came across the treasure.
We're explorers. Gotta say, you guys look like explorers yourselves, too.
We are indeed. Sorry, Sandy. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask him if they have any more treasures to trade, or is that all the
Uh,
treasures they had?
This is all the gold we have. Here, take a look. He dropped it all out of like some bag or something. He said some magical word, and that was it. And he left us this.
Does anybody take a look at the gold?
I'll take a look.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Laura, give me a... So, Zeno, you guys take a look, and you guys can see that it is indeed gold. However, it's using the copper pieces, as they're two different symbols. So it looks like gold on the copper, but it's a copper piece. Laura, give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Oh,
You could tell someone casted prestidigitation on the copper piece and turned it to look like gold.
All right. Don't get upset, but I think that man may have ripped you off.
Huh? These are gold pieces.
These are actually copper pieces. Sorry,
Huh?
not bronze.
This isn't 1,000 gold, like he said.
Made to look like gold, unfortunately.
But he promised us.
I'm so sorry. You got maybe we could help you go after him and get the treasure back. But you all look like capable fellows as well.
You see that they kind of like, some of them start like almost have like tears in their eyes.
Oh.
And you see one of them, he goes up and he says to you, Alora,
How did you know it was fake?
I sensed the magic spell that he cast on them.
Oh, Elder's gonna.
He also seem quite suspicious as he left.
You see, as soon as he says something about the elder, you hear grass, like someone's walking on grass, and you hear a cane. And you see a kobold that has goggles on. And they turn around, and you start to see one of them. He's like, uh-oh, it's Old Man Goggles! And they start jumping on top of the copper pieces, trying to hide. And you see the individual, he walks up and he says, Whisker, Sniffles, Glimmer, Sparkletooth, Giggles, and Twitch. How many times have I told you guys to stop? And he is about to yell at them, but then he looks at you, Alora, and his eyes go wide when he looks at you.
Can I help you?
And he says, huh? What? You look like... Excuse me, dear. Do you know who your parents are? I'm sorry to ask such a weird question like that.
I was raised by my adoptive mother, so I don't think I've ever met my father.
Please.
Or my mother.
I know my idiot. I usually take care of these fools, but this is important. You look exactly like him. Do you mind coming with me? I'm sorry, this is sudden. I know you guys have other plans, but this is very important. I have to show you something. It's in a teleportation device. Just give me a second. Let me get my mind right. You kind of see, he kind of drops his cane. He's looking left and right and panting. You see some of the kobolds. They're like, I guess we're not in trouble anymore. Thanks to that girl. And one of the other kobolds pipes up. I guess you're right. Looks like she got us out of trouble. He looks at you, Zeno, and Wall, and he says, I'm sorry, would you guys mind coming with me? I have to show this girl something.
Sure.
You said you're adopted, right?
Sure.
That's right.
Please, come with me. It's very important. You look just like him. And he he picks up his cane and he begins to walk. And he beckons you guys, please, follow me. And you fools! And he looks at the kobold, and they're in a cart, and they dive right back down as he yells at them. And some of them start to peep their heads up again with only their eyes showing. And he's like, don't move a muscle! I'll be back later. And they don't say anything. What are you doing, Wall?
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. So you guys continue to go to where he talked about he had this teleportation device. And he starts to look over and he takes his cane and he says, sorry, please, this is important. I must come with you guys as well. You said you never seen your parents. Have you seen your mother, dear?
I don't think so. I know even less about her than my biological father.
I see. How long ago, if I may ask, how old are you?
About 50.
Oh, his eyes get even wider. Oh, this must be no mere coincidence. Please, follow me, follow me. We'll all just stand here and just give me a second. I must perform the ritual for us. It's in Icespire Peak, but on one of the other ends, but we can teleport back here later.
Oh.
Are you gonna come along, good sir? He looks at Wall.
Yes, I am.
Please, please. And so you see him, he takes his wand, and it looks like he's doing a teleportation, incantation, and he is swaying back and forth, and you guys see a glyph come out from right underneath you guys. And immediately, you guys teleport to another area.
Oh, apologies, Bella. They seem to have taken us on a roundabout detour.
He looks down and he says, well, that should have taken us to the top. Why are we here? Ugh, damn it. We should have made it to the top. Listen, we're gonna have to go through those caves over there. But we need to cross in this area. Is that an issue for you guys?
Should you at least let us know what we're looking for or what we're going towards?
He measures towards you. Listen, there's a statue at the top, and you have to see it.
Understood. No motion to the rest of the party. Well, I guess we're already here, but how do you feel about this detour?
Listen, dear, do you know of a wizard named Folis?
I don't believe so, no.
Well, let's just say he entrusted me to do something. If I ever found an elf girl with blonde hair, and you have his eyes. Golden. Please, we have to go.
Thank you. Jamming again. Okay.
All right, so right before we're gonna end it off here for today, as you guys are about to cross over. So start thinking of some ways. It's a nice little mid-journey map that it created. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's pretty good.
yeah, so we'll stop here for today. As you guys are about to get a really good treasure at the end of next session.
Oh.
As we go
What's
and
leading
see
all those things?
What'd you say?
The village are going on, we're just going on a random adventure. I'm just
Yeah.
leading like the flamboyant knights and
Oh yeah, those guys
Possible.
are gone. Guthard the Relentless. Oh yeah.
possible
Yeah, he's a-
Slade. Slade.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta roll
and
something.
then everything.
Yeah.
Then the
Yep,
person who's
Slads.
possessing people.
Who knows? Wall doesn't have any enemies. Come on.
He's a really nice guy.
Who would want to kill him?
No one we can think of.
No one your characters can think of. So yeah, we'll pick it up as some interesting things will happen, and you guys reach the top, and you'll get a certain cutscene.
Oh.
So if you don't know who Folis is, Aurelia, that's who Nahum, Sandy, and Carlos in session 1, 2, and 3 and Neverwinter Explorers, they arrested. He got turned into a sheep by his apprentice. They killed his apprentice, and then they arrested him.
Yeah.
So he is now in a Neverwinter prison right now, just sitting there until campaign 3.
But not if Black has anything to say about it.
Uh-huh. We'll see what Blackie got to say. We will see. So yeah, we'll pick it up. Aurelia, you should be you'll be free like October 7th. That's a Saturday.
yeah.
I'm not sure if
Huh?
you and your boyfriend has anything you guys planned or anything like that. Like
No, no.
October 7th, 14th, and it'll probably be like 3 sessions. So October 7th, 14th, and the 21st. As you'll be
Huh?
playing Lynn. I'll give you the rundown on Lynn a little bit more in depth later. But yeah, Philip will be an NPC. He won't, because he'll be an NPC. Because he won't be here. So
Okay.
I don't know who else will join. So it's probably just gonna be us four, maybe Brittany. I doubt Carlos will be there, but yeah. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's gonna be a nice kung fu flick. So yep, between Sandy and definitely you are gonna be the hardest person to kill. Fucking monks.
Oh.
Although Sandy almost died. Disintegrate. You lucky you passed.
Good thing I'm a monk.
Dude had like 9 HP. I was like, disintegrate.
Good thing I'm
I
a
was
monk.
like, you pass. Saver suck spells.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing that brings you back is like wish and like probably a level 9 like resurrections, true resurrection spell.
True resurrection.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is level 9 too. So it's like, yeah, the way I do wish in my games, nobody can get wish once they reach that level. Wish is something that you have to do a mega dungeon, a crazy quest for if you're trying to get wish. It is literally
Yeah.
like you doing like an RPG, like 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 high level dungeon type thing if you want wish. It's just one of those spells, and it needs to be, in my opinion. Um, yeah, divine intervention is kind of interesting too. That clerics get. Um, yeah, that one that has a 10% chance of working, and if you fail, you can't use it until 7 days later. But yeah, so we'll pick it up. We'll figure out what's going on with this thing, and after this, I'm not sure if you guys want to do. You know, you guys are probably going to do the Tipper Wester's quest thing, and who knows? You guys may get a letter from him soon.
Hey.
And you know, so yeah, I wanted to do something with Daria, like have people play as the knights, like a one shot, like a horror alien type one shot. Like you guys go into like the cave and you guys see like I'm gonna just let them handle that and just roll on it. But basically it would have been like you guys play those knights that's like level 3 knights and stuff, and you guys trying to figure out how to survive like that whole ordeal, dealing with slads and stuff. Like
It's
that would have been
probably good that I didn't go on that because I would have been Arnold Schwarzenegger in the jungle, kind of
like a
hunting
predator.
the actual knights instead of the slod.
This dude just hunting random knights. That's insane. Oh my god.
He would wait until they were bitten and then finish them
Oh
off
my
as a mercy
god.
kill.
Oh my god. It's terrible. I would allow it.
They did terrible things.
Well, those
So
who knows? Those knights, maybe they weren't part of Isaac. So every recruitment is different, as we've seen with Guthard the Relentless. Fabulous Knights. You got Knights from Daria and Knights of Isaac.
offered 5,000 gold for all 3 of their heads. So
It's not that
Yeah.
much, actually.
5,000 gold? That's a lot of money, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
That's a
not
lot of
enough
money for one person.
to kill each one of those. Maybe a little bit more than that if I was offered that
And
much
I don't
money.
know if they said. I know it's 5,000 for the other two. I think they offered a little bit. I don't know if they said the offer for the other ones. Maybe they said 5,000 gold each, but Isaac's head will be a lot more than 5,000. It'll be
okay.
more like
Should be.
it'll be more like
That's
10,000. Like it'd be like 10,000, 15,000 or something.
that's what I was
Because he
gonna
has the
say. It's
most.
like,
He has more influence than Daria and Guthard. Guthard.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm
Misunderstood.
saying.
I jotted down the wrong number.
No. I don't think you did. I'm saying like I think that I fucked up and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I messed up and I didn't say because Isaac. I would reward a lot more for Isaac. In that particular case, he's not. He's worth way more than 5,000. The other two, yeah. Daria. They call her the executioner, but to Wall, she seemed like a very nice woman.
15K for those 3. I was thinking, I don't know if that's worth it.
I'm gonna say
In the right frame of mind, I'd do it for free.
I should have never offered that pendant. No, I'm joking. Then he would have did it. I would say, yeah, Daria is that is Guthart's, yeah, up there. Isaac's up there. I think the most dangerous one is Daria. So
Interesting.
definitely you can have your theories about her. But yeah. Let's just say you would have seen about Daria actually if you would have did the slat fight or went down to help her, but that ain't happening. So yep. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I think the home was the one talking to her, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, the slat is the daddy of the hillbilly family.
He sure is. Mark was his name. He got turned into a slab.
At least he's only a blue.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing about Mark is like, well, you guys aren't gonna do the side quest anyway. I'll just let you know. Basically, he got his like he was like under a spell basically from his wife, so she was basically controlling him in a sense. So he has his mind back, and he was going to try to get revenge on Waterdeep. So you guys could have probably presumed like a deal with him, like could have conjured up a deal with him. Uh, However, the way he was doing it was kind of, you know, he's taking people, taking animals, livestock, injecting them with the chaos phage, and they turn into red slots. So, and when red slots attack people, they inject an egg inside of you that you gotta clear out within. I think it's like 3 months, 90 days, or else it pops out of you like alien and kills you instantly.
That's what's up.
So you start to, yeah, you'll start to feel like definitely like woozy, and you get fevers and chills. And yeah, you definitely want to use lesser restoration, which literally blows it up on the inside and kills it. So, yep, slads are nothing to be fucked with usually. They're actually very intelligent, some of them, because they don't even come from this plane of existence. But how Mark was turned into one is something that'll be explained and after you guys beat this campaign. If we ever start the next one, that takes place after.
Loved reading the Planescape book about their existence on the
Yeah,
Chaos Plane. They
yeah.
live in the head of a dead god and the pure stuff of chaos.
Yep. Could have had a mage slot. That would have been awesome. What is that? Fucking purple, black? I don't know.
It's a gray slot.
Yeah. But yeah, Mark got turned into a blue slot, unfortunately. So that's his ordeal. But yeah. So we'll see how many knights died of Darius.
All that.
I gotta, I gotta roll some dice and see who got killed, who lived, who got wounded. The least people who could potentially die is Vin and Daria. I'll put it that way. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. We
Oh
will
yeah, why
see.
did y'all choose Dragon Sparrow? What was
So if you would have went there a long time ago, you would have got the treasure. There was a lot of treasure there, but unfortunately, you guys saved it way later down. Holy shit. I just tried to roll to
oh,
see. I tried to roll to see if Vin or Daria died, as there was a 2% chance. So they would have died on a 99 or 100.
Oh boy.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh,
So I
okay.
picked Dragon's Barrow because there's no way in hell I'm helping Neverwinter do anything. And
okay.
Grizzly didn't know if he was actually wanting to stay in Phandalin for any amount of time to care about a free house.
Well, Xenon chose it because that was the original quest he wanted before he went to go save that woman and kill that incest family.
Yeah, you
So he's
saved the
like,
woman, man. Yeah, think about it. It's good, man.
He's gonna leave her too.
I
And
don't think you guys even
basically,
got any treasure from that because you guys skipped all the treasure that was in that house.
yeah,
Because you
because
guys
we
had
would
to
have,
run away.
yeah. So, you know, this is kind of like don't be like, hey, let's go to this one now. We'll let the knights deal with the blue slab.
And
And then,
unfortunately, yeah, there's nothing there.
Yep.
That guy took everything
yep.
as he swindled
And
the kobolds.
so sad. I feel bad for them. But at least now we can hop over and see our boy, the good brother, after this.
Oh, Tibber Wester. Yeah. Yeah,
We can.
he owes his life to Alora, 100%. He knows that for sure.
Yeah,
I did not think you guys are gonna revive him, but yeah, he definitely owes you guys.
I can't help but imagine the Wester brothers as the two fish odor brothers from Bob's Burgers, where they keep trying to kill each other over money.
Let's say Tibber has a completely different personality than Harbin, though, because he actually works and doesn't just like piggyback off of people's tax money. So you'll see more of that later. That'll be a fun session. And I'm glad no one knows what song I played when Daria was speaking. Because that's kind of a giveaway, but yeah. All right, yeah. So we'll pick it up 2 weeks from now, and yeah, same time.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Speak to you
All right.
later.
Guys, later.
All
Good night,
right.
everyone.
Easy.